What's up YouTube? Hello from MMOSWORLD. We are bringing you another recap of all the major MMORPG news that happened throughout the week, so sit tight and soak it in. We are starting the news this week with Bless Online. NeoWiz's MMORPG has finally launched on Steam this past week for both the Hit Start, the Advanced Access Founders Packs, and the global launch as well. So that means players with the Founders Packs or without are currently playing the game. And it is making a lot of news because unfortunately this is not a smooth launch. On the first day of Advanced Access on the 28th of May, a lot of players were shoehorned into two servers, and because of the hype of the game, the servers could not handle the load. As a result, there was crashing, loading issues, players cannot enter servers, there's union and hierarchy locks, which means there's faction locks, guilds couldn't play with each other, and so much more. But beyond the launch issues, the game itself suffers because FPS frame rate issues were dropping, it was unoptimized, and beyond that, the game itself is underwhelming. The localization, the translation for dialogue, the questing experience, all of it seemed subpar and underwhelming compared to other Korean MMORPG launches globally. NeoWiz has come out and publicly apologized for the state of affairs on their Steam page and are looking at compensation and working on fixes. But is it too little? Too late? Let us know in the comments below. Moving on now, and EVE Online has released a brand new expansion this week as well, and it's called Into the Abyss. Delivered as a free update, EVE Online Into the Abyss invites players of all experience levels to explore the abyssal dead space, dangerous uncharted territory inhabited by hostile new faction, the Triglavian Collective, and return with new weapons and technology impacting the full sandbox New Eden. The expansion also introduces substantial quality of life improvements accessible to all players. In short, there's exciting new solo survival gameplay in the form of Abyssal Dead Space, a brand new hazardous environment filled with unpredictable environmental effects, and the most intelligent enemies seen yet in the game. So if you haven't checked out all these new additions, changes, improvements, go do so now because the expansion is free to play. Onwards now, and Tryon Worlds, the studio behind Rift, has released its Summer 2018 Producer's Letter. It's been 6 weeks since the Spring Letter, so it's fair to assume that Tryon Worlds is hard at work at improving both versions of the game, the live servers and the Rift Prime premium server. To dissect the letter in short, the brief summary is that Tryon are focusing on class balance. Classes in Rift have different souls, which means that they can play different archetypes. But unfortunately, these haven't been balanced properly, so there's going to be one class that's going to be more effective or more used than the other classes. So what they're doing is to improve all class souls to make sure every player, regardless of their class choice, will have a fun, enjoyable, and competitive experience. Now, to focus on the live version of the game, Tryon will be bringing more exciting rewards to the daily reward calendar in the coming months, in addition to Prime much later on. They're also going to be revamping and reducing the credit store on live. Because of player feedback, a lot of people don't like the idea that the cash shop is king with tons of items and, you could argue, pay-to-win stuff. So it's good news that they're looking at this and will be trying to address it. Up next, free-to-play MMORPG TERA has got brand new content coming on June the 6th. According to Anmass Entertainment, Hero's Oath will continue the story of intrigue and betrayal within the Valkion Federation. This new story culminates with players delving into the abyss to prove their true intentions. The new content update will introduce PvE dungeon leaderboards, which function similar to PvP battleground leaderboards, with monthly resets to give dedicated players a shot at top slot. The new dungeons themselves will let players earn in-game masks with beneficial stats, with a chance for bosses in the hard difficulty to drop an infinity mask. Players will be able to upgrade their existing Stormcry gear to the next tier, named Heroic Oath, with future updates to add enchanting to and more to the set. And finally this week, Black Desert Online Southeast Asia has released the Awakening for Dark Knight, Mystic, and Striker classes. Now the Awakening simply means that some of these classes will get their skills and abilities revamped to a higher tier, changing the way the class plays after the soft cap. In commemoration of the awakening for these 3 new classes, Pearl Abyss announced that various events will begin after this week's update. Adventurers that complete the awakening quests for the Dark Knight Mystic or Striker will receive various valuable items to help enhance their awakening weapons, such as Cron Stones and Memory Fragments. And that wraps up our major MMO news recap for the week. For more MMO news as it happens, head on over to our website at MMOSWORLD.com. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more MMO content. As ever, I'm Aiden from MMOSWORLD, signing out.